first step to eliminate an African leader fighting for his people is to destroy his image. British broadcaster Sky just released one of the most blatant hit pieces I've seen in recent memory. It was on Captain Traoré of Burkina Faso, and it was led by a black Sudanese journalist called Yusra El Bagir, a detail that was most definitely calculated. Pay attention. Captain Traoré is the most popular president in Africa for good reason. He distanced himself from colonial powers, expelled French troops, took control of his country's resources, and formed the Sahel Alliance with Mali and Niger. It was a question of time before the character assassination would begin. Within the first minute of this mini-doc, Traoré's support is called a cult. Burkina Faso is labeled the deadliest terrorist location in the world. Then the defense forces are called vigilante groups, and the Sky journalist claims her interview was controlled and engineered, emphasizing an iron grip and a crackdown on dissent. If you closed your eyes, you'd think they were talking about Adolf Hitler. They're pre-programming you to accept the future narrative that they must save the people of Burkina Faso from a tyrant, the way America saved Libya from Gaddafi and is now saving Iran from Khomeini. When this journalist mentioned similarities to communist China and the Soviet Union, why didn't she just say China and Russia? Because communist and Soviet conjure up the boogeyman the US and UK used to wage carnage across the world, from Vietnam to Afghanistan, Congo to Cuba. When she claimed 60% of Burkina Faso is under jihadist control, Traoré laughed, asking, "Where did you get that from?" When you control the investigators, the data, the websites, and the verification systems deemed official, you can make any lie a reality. These people actually showed a black African woman digging in a massive rubbish dump and said, "This is how many Burkinabes live." How about create a doc showing the amazing things Traoré has done? But that doesn't fit the narrative. As Traoré said, Burkina Faso is at war. In war, you don't allow anyone to destabilize the troops' morale. But he missed one detail. Africa has been at war for 500 years. War with the society who sent that African woman to tarnish his image. A society that has always been the enemy of African prosperity, because their prosperity depends on our misery. So you telling us how to free ourselves is quite literally insane. And as for Yusra El Bagir, remember Sankara, Lumumba, Gaddafi, Olympio, 22 African leaders, many heroes, eliminated trying to help our people. History will not look favorably on the sons and daughters of Africa who helped destroy our heroes. I will send everyone signed up to my newsletter and podcast a link to the full documentary, as well as additional thoughts and history on this matter.
And they're going to achieve it. They will achieve the aims of destroying that country because the one country needed to stop that from happening, Nigeria. Nigerians. See, the reason there's no revolution in Nigeria, and I've said this, 80% of Nigerians have the exact same mentality, mindset, and everything to do with Tinubu. The same 80% of Nigerians don't want a revolution because it's the same thing like America. America doesn't want a revolution because vast majority of white people subconsciously understand that a revolution would mean equal playing ground for everyone. Black people will now equally be on the same playing field. Everything that puts them above black people is now taken away, and they would rather die than take that away. Nigerians don't want a revolution because Nigerians subconsciously believe if they fuck up the system, they fucked up their opportunity and their chance to be the ones who get in power to oppress. But all it takes to stop the West from destroying Africa is Nigeria joining the Sahel Alliance. That's it. That's why Tinubu... I'm going to keep quiet.